I wrote a little song to remind you, Choice Hotels get you more of the experiences you value. The Cambria Hotel's got it all. A rooftop bar, have a ball. Bring a date, your squad, or even your mom. Book direct at choicehotels.com.
Are you surprised at how fast Americans have gravitated towards using AI?
Well, that is almost a trick question, Kim, because you could make the case that, quote, AI started about 50 years ago. And I would say that, if you really want to be remarkable and stay on top of your game, you have to use all the tools and weapons at your disposal.
This is progress. If you don't innovate, you evaporate. You have to move with the times. And the times are moving so very quickly right now. All right, so the Meta glasses. Love them, hate them?
I think they are a nothing burger.
But the big deal is that they have a camera built in.
Right.
And that's what a lot of people are talking about.
Now, you say you have no idea. Isn't there supposed to be a light on that shows when...
It's a teeny, teeny, tiny light.
Oh, yeah, there's this guy on social media who takes them and disconnects it. He's got a workaround.
There's all kinds of
And he charges people like $150 to do it to their Meta glasses.
If you think that somebody's recording you, that what you should do is... All right, I have a little bit of an ask here, and so let's talk about it. Wherever you get your podcasts, you can get the Kim Komando Show. See, here's what happens. You have all these algorithms that are controlling podcasts. Do you know how many podcasts are out there right now? Like 4 million podcasts. 4 million. It's not so. So wherever you get your podcasts, the algorithms will kind of determine what podcast to show to other people. Now, the algorithms are based on positive reviews and traffic. So they feel like, oh, if you like this, then somebody else will like this. So that's why you hear me say, please, 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 just wherever you get your podcast, just leave a nice 5-star review, say some good words, because again, that helps trick the algorithms, and then more people will know about the Kim Komando Show podcast, which is exactly what we need. Okay, so how often does this happen to you? You see a video online and you sit there and you think to yourself, fake, AI, or is it real?
100% of the videos I see online, I think at first, is this fake? 100%.
Now, what about Jimothy? Have you seen Jimothy?
Of course.
The raccoon?
Yes. It's got the body problems and it's all small. Yeah.
It looks like a rolling bowling ball.
Right.
Okay. Well, when Jimothy first came out, the raccoon, everybody's like, oh, that is totally AI. I mean, there could never be a raccoon that looked like a Jimothy.
But I thought it was AI because raccoons, they are out at night, not during the day.
Not Jimothy.
Running around among the people.
He's 100% real.
Okay.
Has a rare spine condition, as I mentioned. 10 million views on TikTok.
Just for that one video?
Yes, of him going across the screen. By the way, Google, if you go to Jimothy, and if you just type in, where is Jimothy or what is Jimothy? He goes across the screen.
Of course.
Okay. So what do you think Jimothy's doing with his newfound fame?
Finding food, trying to stay alive, not getting hit by a bus.
He's still a raccoon, right? Seattle declared it the Jimothy Summer. As I mentioned, he has got millions and millions of fans. They've raised almost $60,000 for a food bank in his name.
Who has?
The city.
Who's making money off of this viral raccoon?
And meanwhile, the man of the hour is asleep in a storm drain. I mean, gosh, isn't this something?
How can you say we're raising money on behalf of a viral raccoon and people actually hand over their hard-earned money?
They do.
Suckers.
They do. I mean, he's got all these fans, but he's still down in the dumps.
Oh,
God. Let me tell you, I'm on fire today.
Are you?
Yeah, you know
when
why?
When does the fire start?
I'm so excited.
Okay.
And you should be excited too.
I'm very excited.
Because we have to say a big hello and welcome to all of our listeners in Los Angeles, because we have a brand new affiliate.
Oh, nice.
Saturdays, noon to 3 p.m. We're on KEIB AM 1150. And let me tell you, this station is a monster.
That's awesome.
I mean, because it goes from Ventura County all the way through LA, down to Orange County, and also inland too. So if you're in SoCal, tune in, tell a friend. And let me tell you, traffic on the 405 just got a whole lot smarter.
I was just there, and I'm extremely jealous of every single person that is listening right now.
Why is that?
Because the weather is so amazing.
Well, It is amazing because, after all, for all of our new listeners, is that I'm Kim Komando, America's beloved digital goddess, and you are Andrew Babinski, and we are now in Phoenix, Arizona, where it is going to be 116 degrees this summer.
And I was out there, and it was in the 70s, and the wind was blowing, and I had a beach house, and I'm like, I understand why people spend $12 billion on 900 square feet, because it's just so perfect.
And the taxes. It's like, just take my money.
I'll call it the sunshine tax. I'm good to go.
It doesn't matter. All right, let's talk about something serious. AI safety. A Wall Street Journal report found, you have to listen to this, that AI chatbots can teach us how to make deadly weapons and poisons if you ask them to.
But the good news is 85% of the time they're wrong. So that's fine. We'll all be safe.
Oh, man. No, but here's what really got my attention. So you can go to your AI chatbot and say, give me the recipe for a nuclear bomb. Mm-hmm. But if you go to ChatGPT or one of the other ones, you say, write me a novel like Stephen King. Mm-hmm. It says, sorry, we can't do that.
Copyright. There's no copyright on a nuke.
Isn't that? It's like something's wrong there.
No, money. That's all it's about is money.
Now, when I saw this next robot, I thought to myself, I couldn't imagine if it would ever chase me. I would just stop. I would say, okay, you got me. I'm talking about this Chinese company called Unitree. Now, explain to everybody, Andrew, what is actually happening on the screen.
So it's a silver robot that's doing backflips and front flips. Instead of feet, it has tires. It has 4 legs like a dog, but it moves so fast.
Okay.
And so nimbly.
It goes...
it can break dance.
Well, it can do anything. It runs across water. It can carry 35 pounds. It can go nearly 20 miles on a charge. And as you said, it's super fast, 13 miles an hour, running up mountains.
Now, I'm watching the video. It looks like AI. It doesn't look real.
Okay, no, this is real. This is totally legit. It's called the AS2W robot.
What would you do with that?
Well, they say it could be the ideal hiking companion if you want to go up like Kilimanjaro or something like that. Instead of putting soldiers into a war zone, you'd send a whole fleet of these guys out there.
And they're just going to break dance everybody to death and win the war?
And imagine if one of these guys, as I led with, was chasing you.
But I don't know. It has 4 tires. Is it just going to run over me?
No, I'm sure it's going to have like a little arm that goes up and like slaps you and grabs you.
There's no face too. They love to put faces on these robots. And that's what makes it more intimidating and scary. It's just got this like almost metal beak.
Exactly. It's just going to peck you to death. That's all it is. DoorDash, meanwhile, got the green light to launch some new delivery ways. It's called DoorDash Air. And they're going to use drone deliveries. It's going to run in certain cities so that this way you could get, instead of just DoorDash in that little box that goes by itself, is that now the drone will actually drop your food to you.
Isn't Glendale, Arizona, a suburb of Phoenix, isn't that a testing ground for Amazon's drone delivery?
I don't know. I don't go on the west side.
Oh, sorry. I apologize. When she goes west, it's all the way to California. She makes no pit stop. You haven't gone to Buc-ee's yet?
No, I haven't. I know there's a whole line.
You gotta go to Buc-ee's.
No. Have you gone?
Oh, yeah. There's like, I'm not exaggerating, there's like 612 gas pumps. It's so many. And they were all full.
Okay, but here's what it has to tell you about Arizona. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to diss my home state.
But you're gonna?
But I am, because Buc-ee's is an entertainment center. People are waiting in the heat to go inside of a Buc-ee's.
It's not a gas station. It's like a Walmart plus a gas station plus like a tchotchke shop. It's unbelievable. On the floor when we went, there was 33 employees, all working. No one just standing around picking their nose like, hey, welcome to Buc-ee's. They were all working.
And they do pay very well.
They do.
I did read that.
Store general managers make like $250,000 a year. They have a huge sign, come work for Buc-ee's. Starting pay is like $50,000.
And you applied.
Well, of course. I don't want to work here anymore. I can work at Buc-ee's. Work for that beaver.
Okay, so speaking of food, and DoorDash Air is not really a pie in the sky idea, by the way.
Okay.
I had to get that in
joke in. Yeah. I still can't wait for the fire to start.
Leave me alone.
Okay.
So Microwave ovens and our appliances.
Great transition.
Thank you. I'm a professional broadcaster. I'm in the Radio Hall of Fame.
Hello, Los Angeles. Microwave ovens.
This is as techie as it gets.
Right.
Okay. Now, the sound that they make.
Right.
It's a little irritating. It sounds like this.
Right. And
Oh, yeah. Okay. That's annoying.
I always stop it at like 2 seconds because I don't want to hear the noise.
Oh, I do that too. But you know why I do it? Because I feel like I'm detonating a bomb. It's like, you get it down to that one second, like boom.
If I'm like microwaving a cup of coffee, I get it out of there a little early because I don't want it to beep, wake anybody up.
Well, that's why you're going to like this.
All right.
There's a new trend with all of the sounds that we have with all of our devices. See how I'm bringing it back to technology?
Thank
you. What if it could sound like this?
No, I still don't like it.
Really?
No.
It sounds like it's like an angelic sound.
It's still too loud and annoying. Why can't it just be a voice that just goes, hey, your burrito's done.
Hey, dummy, over here.
Come get your fish sticks.
By the way, this is not done with any hardware. It's all done with software.
Is it all already in the machine or do you have to change it yourself?
Oh, the new ones will have new sounds.
Oh, okay.
And the sound designers, a guy by the name of Joel Koretz and Colin Coogan.
It took two people to come up with the new microwave noise?
It sure did. It sure did. They're now working with Netflix, and they did Ford's dashboard alerts.
Ooh, look at those credits. Why couldn't it be a song? Imagine if you were microwave something and then it was done and it just played like Dirty Diana. I mean, that would be cool.
Dirty Diane?
I don't know.
On my burrito? Please.
Whatever song you want. Wake me up before you go. Oh, good. The English muffin is done.
I'd rather have the beep.
All right.
Okay. Now, I have tried at least 3 or 4 times to get seats to see the Odyssey. Have you seen it yet?
The movie?
Yeah.
You're not what do you mean you've tried?
It's always full every time I want to go.
Wow. No, we wanted to go. And Lisa was like, yeah, I'll go. I know it's a movie you want to see. And then she went and got on the app and we were going to get tickets. And she's like, 3 hours? I'm not sitting through a movie that's 3 hours. So we didn't go.
Well, I couldn't find seats.
That's crazy. Movie theaters are back.
Yes, it is. It's really fabulous. It has a 97% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, $264 million made opening weekend. So this is a mega hit.
Sure.
Mega hit. But the reason why I bring this up is that the tickets are expensive, of course, to go to the
Everything
movies.
is expensive.
I mean, a little popcorn's like $12.
Correct.
Well, 2.1 million people watched the whole movie because it was posted on X.
That's hilarious.
Okay.
Now, I would say they're missing out because this seems like a movie you want to see in theaters, the big screen, the big audio.
IMAX.
But 2 million people, that's a lot of money that they're missing out on.
And so, but they watched the whole movie before somebody took it down.
2 million. Look at
3
that.
hours.
The power of X.
For 3 hours.
Did you see the Minecraft update?
No.
So I don't know how much you know about Minecraft, but once they add something to Minecraft, the users will see how they can manipulate that.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, they've always done that.
And they've added color cushions. And the users in 3 days figured out how to take the colored cushions, connect them to a piston, and have them come in and out. And they've made fully animated movies with the pistons moving the cushions. They put Shrek on a screen in Minecraft just with manipulating cushions.
That's phenomenal.
People are amazing.
That is really phenomenal.
Yet it took this long for us to change the microwave noise.
But Elon Musk says he's not really on board with the movie.
So he let it go? That's why he let everybody steal it?
He is actually putting together his own movie, Odyssey, using Grok.
Oh, great. That should be fabulous.
And he said it's going to be out by the end of this year. He shared a clip that was supposedly generated by the tool.
Okay.
I saw a clip. It wasn't very good.
Well, most video by AI isn't.
Because he said Odyssey, the movie that everybody's raving about, is not really accurate. So he's going to make an accurate version of Odyssey.
All right. Well, then we can watch them both and compare and contrast.
Okay. You know, Odyssey is basically a story about a guy who left home.
Right.
Okay. For 10 years and never told his wife why.
Sure.
Accuracy is not the problem.
What's the problem? I'm still waiting for those jokes to start hitting.
I told you I'm fire. I'm on fire. So, as you know, I have two big golden retrievers.
Big boys, big girls.
Big girls. These are big girls. Abby's 90 pounds and Bella's 60 pounds.
Oh, she's little. She's itty bitty.
So when they go potty, they go potty.
Sure, yeah.
And so that's why when I saw this online, I'm like, I would totally love this. His name's Caleb, and he's a dad. He has a full-time job, kids, and he spent a whole year building the answer for landmines, we'll call them.
Sure. Okay.
A drone finds the dog poop with AI, picks it up, and then flies away. And the internet calls it the poop copter.
Ooh.
And joining us right now is Caleb, the inventor of the poop copter. Gosh, that's amazing.
Hey, guys. Hey.
So how did you come up with this idea?
Yeah, thanks for having me on, Kim and Andrew. There's a bit of a story for how I got to ultimately my magnum opus, the poop copter. Started with really the original idea. A few years ago, I built a dog poop detector using a security camera attached to my garage. So I was like, it's wintertime. I get a lot of snow up in Minnesota, where I'm from. But I thought, well, sometimes I'm not up to the task going out in the snow right away. So it'd be nice if something just remembered where all the poop is. That worked. But then I'm like, well, I don't.
That's such a crazy problem to have.
In Minnesota, I gotta find.
I just can't find all my poop.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it disappears in the snow. You lose sight of it, and then spring comes, and it's a disaster. But then stage two, I mounted this was a little bit more of over-engineered, gimmicky deal, but mounted a laser pointer to, again, next to where my security camera is. And the idea, and it worked, but it's a little over-engineered where it would literally, I'd walk outside, it would detect my body there and turn on and point to the poop and detect when you pick up the poop. Using pose estimation, some technology under the hood, and then guide you to where all the poops are. And then the third stage to it, ultimately, like 6 or 8 months later, I realized the problem is you don't want to, everyone's got dogs, everyone's dog poops, but no one likes picking up dog poop. So, I call it the magnum opus. My dad's very proud of me. I'm known for just dog poop online. But the end goal is to just not touch it. So I came up with the poop copter, and there's been attempts, ground-based attempts, but I came up with a drone-based attempt.
So the drone detects it, goes down, picks it up,
yes,
and then flies up and then drops it like in a trash bin or something?
Yeah, so it's still a prototype. The end, what does it do with it, is the main question I get. So one idea I thought it would be hilarious if you could sky dump with it, where it... And I proved this out. It picks it up, and you go to the drop zone, and it doesn't have to land. It could literally, and I have video of it literally spinning super fast, and it flings open the mechanism.
Not a good idea.
Mechanism, and then it just drops it from the sky. So you go drop some dumps in your neighbor's house or something. But
Caleb.
One option, you get like
now, is this real time? Does it detect it in real time and go get it, or do you have to say, okay, it's time to clean up poop copter, and it goes and gets all the dog messes at once?
Real time when the dog poops?
Yeah.
Or so that's another factor to consider is Twinkie, my dog, little corgi, does not like the poop copter. So my thought was you run it either like in the evening or when no one's outside, unless your dog's okay with it. Yeah. So the way I had it set up and the way I envisioned it is it would just run on a cadence and just patrol. So you don't know where the poop is, but you would define a bounds like your backyard or something. Mm-hmm. You just imagine drawing like a box in your backyard on like Google Maps or whatever. And then it would use GPS. There's GPS on the unit. And it would go and patrol in a grid-like fashion and scan and identify poop. That's the computer vision AI portion is where it detects. And then it goes into a precision landing mode to land on it and then pick it up.
The one thing, when you're dealing with poop, the one thing you need to worry about is precision.
Of course you do.
Absolutely.
That's right.
So
that's right.
So Caleb, have you ever considered that I read that it costs you $300 to build one of these? Americans own 90 million dogs. So if you sell this to just 1% of all the dog owners, that's a $270 million business.
That doesn't stink.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm gravitated toward these hard problems. And if there's money like a hint of being able to sell it or turn it into a business. That's where I'm at now. Is I feel like I've proven. I know that I've proven the hard parts that like someone technical would question and say, I don't know if you could do that. It's all real. It's more so a game of where do I go from here now? I need to make it more reliable, more precise, more consistent. And then there's a safety aspect to it because it's not a tiny little kid's drone. It's it could be dangerous, like the current version I have. If it runs into someone, there's that whole aspect.
That's what lawyers are for.
Exactly. We'll worry about that later on.
That's tomorrow's problem.
Exactly. Well, you know what, Caleb, thanks so much for being here. I think about this. One man's number 2 problem became a number 1 business idea.
You're right. Just fire. You're on fire.
Okay, so here's what's going on. Hijackers, if you're staying at a hotel, they have a brand new trick.
What is it? I don't like this.
Yeah, it has to do with Wi-Fi. They are going to send you a fake Microsoft 365 login page. Okay, and it looks so good. So it's not like an email or a text or attachment. The address looks normal. The gateway steers you wrong. The crooks will have your entire inbox and all of your files. Yes. So
do it.
Yes. So the minibar's $14 cashews are now the worst thing, are no longer the worst thing that can happen.
My mother-in-law to be 2 weeks ago, she got a text from her sister saying, "Hey, I called your phone, and a strange guy answered."
Really?
And she was like, "Well, that's weird." So she had her husband call her phone, and the same guy answered. Within hours, wiped. All her money gone.
Her money gone?
Everything. Bank accounts
She's
cleared.
getting all the banking codes. Oh, no.
Bitcoin sold. Stocks sold. Savings accounts empty. Credit cards maxed within hours.
So she filed complaints.
Oh, yeah. The credit cards were the easiest one.
Right.
Those were obvious. But
The crypto she ain't getting back.
No, the crypto's gone. The stocks are probably gone.
They're gone too.
But the cash in the accounts will come back. It's just going to take time. But within hours, she went from having money to having zero.
That's a SIM swap.
It was. Absolutely was.
Yeah.
And they started calling the guy that, they're trying to figure out who it is, if they can,
So
track
how much
him
did
down.
she lose altogether?
Hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Oh, gosh. So, folks, here's the safety tip, okay? Wherever you get your cell phone from, whatever the wireless carrier, is that you want to make sure that you put a PIN code on that account. So if somebody tries to do a SIM swap, that they need to have that super secret code.
Can you believe that? In hours. They know what they're doing.
She should be listening to the show.
She should.
Deborah in Portland, Oregon, welcome. Glad to have you on board with us. What's happening?
Well, I'm so excited to talk with you. You are the only thing in my email inbox. I delete everything else until I can get back to read through all your emails.
Oh, well, thank you.
You've just educated me so much, and it's been so helpful. I'm a manager of a small city. I wear every hat, and I have found AI year and a half now, and I came into an office that was a disaster, audits that were years behind. And with the help of that, I've been able to figure out DEQ regulations, and interpret their letters. I've got my audits in order, my budgets. I throw everything in there like a cookbook. Mm-hmm. I tell the story right, put all the ingredients, and it's just been phenomenal, the things I can do. And if I think about it, I try it. I go ahead and try it. My question is how could it be a possible downfall working in a small city?
Right.
Can it be challenged? That's the other thing. Can somebody come, because I'm telling them I'm not that smart, but I'm smart enough to use this to figure everything out.
Well, have you put together... Well, let me back up. Okay, so which are you using, like ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, all of the above?
I'm using Chat. And I use Otter because I upload my minutes. It's just way easier. I wish Chat had that option because they do my minutes. When you sit down to try to do that kind of stuff, you're like, whoa, hours later, did I say that right? Did these guys say that right?
Yeah, but no,
Handwritten
it's
stuff
it's
doesn't
it's
work.
pretty hard to pass up on Otter.ai. And if you've never used it, Andrew, it's like a transcription service on steroids.
Okay.
And up to and including would say like, this is Deborah speaking, this is Kim speaking, this is Andrew speaking.
It identifies the voices.
Yeah, it's really phenomenal.
Yeah, it holds on to them. So next time you upload it, it knows who's talking.
The thing that you have to remember is that you're working for the city government, right?
Mm-hmm.
And some states, I think Oregon is one of them, is that your ChatGPT prompts and outputs can be counted as public records.
Right.
And so that's just one thing to keep in mind. And of course, you mentioned another big problem with any type of AI is that it just makes crap up. They like to call it. They like to call it hallucinations because it doesn't sound as bad.
Right. Mistake or error. That's negative. Hallucination's kind of silly.
And then it's probably training on your data. And if you're using the free version, if you're using the pay version, then you can opt out of having it collect all the data. You just have to make sure that you're following all, like if there's a county or a state AI policy, you have to follow that too.
But if she's uploading public records, it's all public. So
Of course.
it wouldn't be an issue that you're uploading anything that's shouldn't be out there.
Where do you see the problems, Deb?
Well, that's it. I don't. That's what's kind of scary. It's like, okay, wait a minute. And I do the paid version, which is great because I've had it create, projects. I had a paving project, create my Excel spreadsheet, add this, I need this, and this in it, right? And I go back because I read everything. Go, that's not right. Oh, yeah, you caught me. It's a really good brown noser. Makes me feel great since I'm the only one in the office.
God, you're so smart, Deborah. Oh my gosh, I can't believe you wrote that prompt. And you're beautiful too.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, it's fabulous, and it really has calmed down my council because it was like kabuki theater on the holodeck, especially for a small town that's got 170 people.
Wow.
It's been kind of crazy, but it's really just made my life. I even work 32 hours, not 40, because it's been such a phenomenon. But I don't see any downfalls yet.
Well, see, one of the things that after it's so nice to you, and OpenAI says they're trying to dial that back, is that if there's ever a project that you're trying to push forward, Deborah, and you're working on it, you're like, I wonder if this is really going to work, is that there's a prompt called premortem, and that's PREMORTEM. So you can say premortem this, and then what it will do is tell you every reason why it failed.
Yeah.
And so it kind of goes in reverse. So it's going to give you all these great things that you can do. And then at the end, it'll just say premortem this. And then it will walk you through every little idea that maybe wasn't so good.
Do you see that this could be a lawsuit in the future? Is people suing over AI use in government settings?
In what way? What regard? What are you thinking?
Because they don't believe that the AI is 100% accurate and that whatever, if it's a court case, if it's a tax filing or whatever, they're going to lean on AI as an excuse to go after the government.
1,000%.
Yeah.
I mean, why not, right? I mean, there we go. What's the greatest thing you've done with AI lately?
Probably upstairs remodel, doing the floors and the bathroom upstairs.
Taking a picture of it and say what it look like?
Yeah, and I'm doing it all by myself. And so not only taking a picture to see what it's going to look like, okay, how do I accomplish this? What's the step-by-step for this? What's the step-by-step for that? It's given me confidence because I'm not handy.
I was going to say, I don't,
At all.
No, that you're not the handyman.
I need an hour to hang a picture. So I'm redoing the entire upstairs.
Well, I've been using it for, which is just, I know I'm driving Charles crazy.
Who's Charles?
Charles is our web UI AI guy.
I thought it was the name you gave your chatbot.
No. Hello, Charles. Charles, over here. Because I'm spitting out all these designs. Like, Charles, what if we made the page look like this? What if we did this?
You just keep changing it over and over and over again?
No. But he's like, today he wrote me a note. He chatted me. He's like, Kim, if you want to do that, I have to redesign the entire website.
Did you back off?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Like,
What's it going to cost Kim money? Then
Yes.
her ideas slow down.
all right. So you're buying a new car. Did you use AI?
Yes, but I didn't like it at all.
Why not?
I was trying to use AI to find pricing and nothing was current. Everything. And in the car game, A car could be available now. By the time you get to the dealership, it could be sold. Everything was old.
Well, you were probably using the wrong prompt.
Probably.
I mean, because everything that you get is always dependent upon having the right prompt. And so what you want to do is say, act as my car deal auditor. Okay. Review this quote line by line, vehicle information, location, quote, comparable listings. And then you can ask AI to separate the required taxes and government fees from dealer fees. And there's always those add-ons. And then you want to say, flag anything that looks inflated, duplicated, optional, or suspicious. And then that's when it's going to come back in like dealer prep fees. Okay.
Right. But that's going over something you already have in hand.
Right.
Trying to use it as a search to see what was out there, I found very unsuccessful.
How long ago did you do that?
What did we get Mackenzie's car? Probably 7 months ago.
It's a lot better now.
Okay. I'd be curious to try it again the next time I buy a car. Because
I AI'd a shelving unit that I wanted to put near the front door. And I said, and it put like this beautiful vase in there. And I was like, where did you get that vase, Claude? And then it came back in with all the different options to buy it.
Okay.
So I want to try again.
I mean, it changes every single day how better AI gets.
How fast it changes.
Absolutely.
It's just phenomenal. Listen, if you've got kids headed back to school, I've got some new ways that you can track them. And we've got more phone calls here on the Kim Komando Show.
When it's time to scale your business, it's time for Shopify. Get everything you need to grow the way you want. Like, all the way. Stack more sales with the best converting checkout on the planet. Track your cha-chings from every channel, right in one spot. And turn real-time reporting into big-time opportunities. Take your business to a whole new level. Switch to Shopify. Start your free trial today.
Let's see, DJ in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Hi there, DJ.
Hello, Kim. How are you?
I'm good. What's going on?
Well, I agreed to have a tracking pod in my Jeep so I could have cheaper insurance. And it tracks, everywhere I drive and things. And my ex is a stalker. And my question is there any way that he could hack into that pod and follow me?
Now, what do you mean your ex is a stalker?
He stalks me all the time. He shows up at places that he shouldn't be that I'm at, and I can see him driving behind me sometimes.
Do you feel unsafe?
No, the police are aware of it.
Okay, all right. So you're just thinking that maybe he's into your Jeep account.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, my insurance account.
Did you guys share an insurance policy together, or was it two separate?
It was two separate.
Okay.
With the insurance tracker, he'd have to track the insurance company, not the Jeep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, because, if you didn't share the accounts, then he wouldn't have access to that. Have you done like a sweep around the Jeep itself?
No, I have not.
Yeah, you might want to look for a tracker that he may have planted there. A lot of times, and they like a simple AirTag, or there could just be another type of GPS tracker. It's not just, a lot of people are like, well, the AirTag's not being found by my iPhone. Well, because there are 50 other, type of trackers that are available on the market. And a lot of them are made in India and China. Just a quick side note, a friend of mine was getting tracked by his ex. And by going through getting different subpoenas and credit card records and things like that, it was determined, and with police help, it was determined that this tracker was made in India. And so the tracker was on his car, in the wheelbarrow, by the way, using like a type of Gorilla Tape.
Okay.
And so in order for him to prove that this tracker was tracking him and to get the records, because it was made in India, he had to hire a lawyer in India that would go after the tracking company in India to give him those records.
Did he get them?
Yes.
I'm sure it cost a pretty penny.
He said it was actually not very expensive.
Okay.
It was a couple of $1,000s. But compare that to an attorney in the United States that's charging $750 an hour. But I just thought that was super interesting. So we always talk about how it's AirTags or tile trackers, but there could be anything. So that's why you want to do a full sweep under the wheel wells, the bumpers, the EBD port, under the seats. A bona fide mechanic can actually do a sweep. So that would be the first step. And then obviously just want to make sure that, that you change the Wi-Fi password at the house.
Yes, I did.
Okay. And any other type of accounts that you may have shared, just make sure that you shut those down accordingly too, because that's where a lot of people get tripped up, is that they're with a person and then they break up and then they don't change the password to the router.
Yeah, I didn't. I was in multiple relationships since my divorce. I never changed it.
Like how many relationships? One a week?
We don't have to go into details. I'm just saying I made the same mistake. I'm being vulnerable here. Don't kick me while I'm down.
I'm just, let's just say that, you ought to go to confession a little bit, okay? There's a lot going on.
That's what I'll change my password to.
There's a story going around that this woman was getting divorced, and when they were going to trial, the judge said, "Is there anything else that you want from your ex-husband?" And she said, "The Netflix password." Okay. And he made the ex-husband give her the Netflix password and promised that he'd never change it.
It's only $14 a month. That's not that bad.
All right, school is back in session here in Arizona.
Yeah, my kids have been in school for 3 weeks already.
I think that's nuts. But if you're trying to watch your kid, my niece called me. She's like, "Oh, I'm worried about my son. He's going to kindergarten for the first time." So that's where I came up with this idea to talk about it, is that Skechers now make kid sneakers with a hidden AirTag slot built right into the shoe. Kids will lose the backpacks. They're not going to lose their feet.
Right.
If they don't need new shoes, there are AirTag bracelets that look like a little watch band. They're about $10. You can actually put one inside a stuffed animal that maybe goes everywhere. There are iron-on pockets for the inside of jackets, but here's my favorite. A foam insole with a cutout. It slips right into the sneakers that they already own. Setup just takes a minute. Just name the tag and check the location. Now, AirTags need an iPhone, Android, Samsung that has the smart tag. Tile does the same job. Battery lasts about a year. Peace of mind for about $10 a shoe. That's no small feet.
Okay. And it's not too bulky, and it's curved. An AirTag is curved. It'll be comfortable. It's not going to interfere with the kid.
No, and then you know where your kid is all the time.
All the time.
Hey, if you haven't already, make sure that you join a million folks who get my free 5-star rated newsletter at getkim.com. So I think hour one went smashingly well.
Like all hours.
I mean, we had great callers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great jokes. Mm-hmm. All right, here's what's coming up in hour two. We're going to talk about smart glasses and what it has to do with Disney music. Project Sunrise, that's what they're calling it. It's the world's longest flight. I'm not going to tell you how long it is.
It's got to be too long. If it's longer than your trip to Tokyo, it's too long.
It's long. What's going on with routers? Because the CSA, the FBI, and everybody else been saying, like, there's some bad things coming down the pike on your routers. And also, how to make your own kids book using AI.
I want to know.
Oh, well, stay with me. It was a complete nightmare.
What happened?
Oh, well, this goes back a couple of years. Mm-hmm. I was on a flight from Kahului, Maui to Phoenix, Arizona.
That's a long one.
Okay, almost 6 hours, depending upon how the wind is. The woman next to me played Candy Crush the whole time.
With the music?
Yes. No headphones, no earbuds.
I thought they didn't allow that. I thought they put the kibosh on that.
So I just had on my noise canceling headphones, but it was just, even then you could hear like, ding, 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 and it's like sneaks right in. Sure. And then it's like irritating. I even asked her, I said, "Can you turn that down just a little bit?" She goes, "I paid the same amount as you did for this flight, lady." And I'm like,
sounds like a peach.
I know. Well, that's the Aloha spirit right there. United Airlines says that they have a new rule because it's not just with them and not just with me. I was on Hawaiian Airlines. A woman got kicked off an American Airlines flight for playing a video out loud.
Yeah, that's what I said. I thought the airlines put a squash to this. You can't have devices making noise.
Well, United Airlines has a new rule. I'm going to tell you what the rule is.
Okay.
But this woman that I was telling you about, an American, she started like arguing. That's probably why you thought.
Right.
Okay. And then the police had to come. They had to escort her off the plane. I mean, it was the whole thing. And the passengers clapped when the cops took her off the plane.
No one likes being delayed by anyone on a flight. Just get me where I'm going.
Now, the woman said she only played the video for 30 seconds. Liar.
Of course not.
Liar. I wonder if she was the Candy Crush woman.
It could have been.
Could have been the same way.
She's a serial audio player.
So United Airlines new rule. Passengers must use headphones for audio and video.
Yep.
Or you can be refused to travel temporarily or permanently. Now, if you get caught without headphones, you can be kicked off the plane.
I was just on Alaska, and right before we took off, they announced no audio can be heard by anyone else on the plane.
I love that.
It just makes sense. You're so close together.
Now, if you forget your earbuds, flight attendants will give you some for free.
Really? Mm-hmm. I'm going to forget them on purpose then. Just get a collection.
Rumor is that they also press a button and inject you out of your seat.
Oh, well, then maybe I'll bring them.
Oh, my God. In a few minutes, I'm going to tell you about the longest flight that you could take.
From anywhere in the world to anywhere in the world?
Oh, yeah. We're going to talk about this because it's a doozy.
I think that you should take that flight and play Candy Crush the entire time, full volume, just as a social experiment.
I do Angry Birds.
Because
that's even more irritating.
Exactly.
All right. So let's start with the Meta glasses. Love them, hate them?
I think they are a nothing burger. I still have yet to know someone that wears them and uses them on a regular basis.
Okay, if you don't know, they're made by Meta, obviously. They look like Ray-Bans, and they can project on the lens, like if you want to turn left or right, it can do auto translations on the fly. But the big deal is that they have a camera built in.
Right.
And that's what a lot of people are talking about. 7 million pairs were sold last year. I think that's a lot. I mean, it's starting to gain some traction. The first 3 months of 2026 alone matched all of 2024's sales. And the catch is that the person next to you may be filming you at a public place and you have no idea. And let's say you do something stupid in the supermarket or on the street, then suddenly you're part of a viral video.
Now, you say you have no idea. Isn't there supposed to be a light on that shows when...
It's a teeny tiny light.
Okay, so it's not...
And when, you can't really see it. And then if you can mask it by just putting a little piece of tape over it or a marker.
Oh, yeah, and there's this guy on social media who takes them and disconnects it, but it doesn't mess with the software because they're supposed to be, if you break the light off, it doesn't use the camera, but he's got a workaround.
There's all kinds of
And he charges people like $150 to do it to their Meta glasses on Facebook Marketplace.
God, nice.
And people are doing it.
And Meta, it's for sale on Meta Marketplace.
Exactly.
I'm surprised it's not
funny.
I'm surprised it's not an add-on by Mark Zuckerberg. Although that would be Apple. There's anytime you buy something from Apple, it's like, don't you want this and this and this and this and this? Anyway, back to the Meta glasses. I was on a tangent, but I'm back right now. Is that there's also on social media, it's spreading that if you think that somebody's recording you, and by the way, somebody does have to like touch the edge of the glasses.
Okay.
That what you should do is start playing the song "Let It Go" from Disney.
From Elsa?
Yes.
And Frozen?
Yes.
Why that song?
Because if they try to upload it, the social media platforms are going to tag it as copyright infringement.
So this is our workaround?
Yes.
All the technology we had. Last hour we talked about a robot that could break dance and run at 50 miles an hour. And we're like, hey, the big what is the word I'm looking for? The big way to avoid this is by playing Disney music because of lawyers?
Yes, that's what it is. So you can say, it wasn't me, it was someone Elsa.
Oh.
Meanwhile, this is really crazy. I love 404 Media. By the way, folks, if you're looking for like unbiased journalism online, you really ought to check out 404 Media. They had a story up there the other day about an iMessage that scanned a dog as being nude.
Well, it's not wrong.
Okay. The journalist there got a video of his friend's dog laying on her back, paws in the air, and the owner rubbing her belly. The iMessage on Apple says that the video was inappropriate and blurred it out.
I didn't even know that there was that kind of security on there.
That's the thing. That's the thing. A lot of people don't realize this. The scan happens on the device, which they say sounds more private than, stupid in the cloud. But it still means that your phone is judging all your attachments.
So if I tried to send a naked photo, it would blur it to the recipient?
Yes.
Wow. Do I know this? Does it alert you? Does it say, hey, this is inappropriate, we're editing it? Or does it just edit it and send the photo?
I don't know. I've never sent a naked pic, so I don't know.
Can't. Let's bring in a dog. Can we bring in a dog not in a tuxedo so we can take a picture?
Listen, that dog was wearing a full fur coat.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
There have been two real bad ones to start this hour.
They get better.
They only can.
You're so mean to me. If you can't afford an Apple iPhone, they have a new shtick for you that you can lease it through Klarna. About $12 a month. Lease goes for 36 months. And just a soft credit check. The score doesn't drop. At the end of the lease, you can buy the phone or give it back.
This sounds bad.
$12.
Because I'm going to have to give it back, but it's theirs.
Exactly.
So when any information that I put on there
Well, you'd have to erase all that.
is
before-
theirs.
Well, of course.
So again, I'll say this sounds bad.
This sounds really bad. Let's see. There's a termination fee. You can upgrade early. 3 missed payments and they turn off your phone.
Okay. So they're connected to me at all times.
Yes.
So it is not my phone. Not only is it not my phone, they're living on my phone.
Okay. Yes.
I will say it for a third time. This sounds bad.
This sounds really bad. It's so easy to write a book with AI. And that's why I thought this stat was really crazy. Researchers sampled 970 self-published novels.
970. That's a pretty small sample.
Okay. What was the percentage that you think were completely AI written?
99.9%.
You're right. Almost 90%. 90% of the books that are being published right now is completely AI.
This is because of all social media. It's because of these get-rich-quick schemes. Like, hey, you want to make a ton of money? Write an AI book, put 400,000 of them on the market, and then if one hits, you'll make some money.
Well, this is primarily romance novels. I should have said that.
That's even sloppier. I mean, seriously, that's
Yes.
even more AI slop. And AI is going to be pretty generic, I would think, when it comes to romance.
Yes.
It's not going to be creative, and it's just going to be the same thing over and over and over again.
That's the same thing with the Hallmark movie.
Yes, that's true.
Okay.
It's absolutely true.
The same formula.
But again, now we're looking at two things that are all your fault. You as in women. Men aren't buying romance novels. Men are not watching Hallmark movies. Yeah, you guys are buying and consuming. I'm not done. You are buying and consuming the same thing over and over and over and over again.
I have never watched one Hallmark movie, but meanwhile, Christmas in July with Hallmark Channel was all over my house. And it wasn't me.
I'm just saying women in general. This is obviously targeted towards women. Not a huge majority of men are buying romance novels.
I'll go look up like sports books for you, okay?
Now you're being sexist.
Oh, see. All right, so Qantas, let's talk about the flight. It's a 22-hour flight.
That's a long flight.
From Sydney to London.
Nonstop.
Nonstop. Otherwise, if you had to stop, it would be a 4-hour layover. So you're saving 4 hours.
In where? Like Miami? Like
probably I don't know. I don't know
South
which way
America?
they go. They would go someplace.
Yeah, that's probably that's true. Which way do they go?
I mean, I'm not sure which way that they're going to get there.
What's the longest flight you've
Maybe
ever
Dubai or something like that.
What's the longest flight you've been on?
To Tokyo. That was 14 hours.
Okay, so this is 8 hours.
I couldn't imagine.
Longer.
I couldn't imagine.
It's a day.
That's crazy. It's a custom Airbus, carries 238 passengers. That's 110 fewer seats than usual.
Well, you need the room.
They have 12 different timed light settings. I thought this was interesting, depending upon the time of day. Blue will keep you awake inside the plane. Red is sleep time. I never saw red as sleep time.
I would flip those.
That's what I thought. There's also something called the well-being zone.
What's yellow? Is that everybody got to go to the bathroom at the same time?
Ding dong. The well-being zone is a stretch area in the middle of the plane. And there's hydration stations. There's the first-class mini suite that has extra legroom, Wi-Fi. 22 hours. Could you do that, 22 hours?
We're not built to sit for 22 hours. And I'm a road trip guy. You give me 5 hours, I could drive 5 hours with my eyes closed. But for some reason, when it creeps over the 5-hour mark, I'm done. I gotta get out.
Yeah.
I can't do these 12-hour drives. Like my fiance's dad, he'll drive 10 hours in a stretch, no problem.
No, I can't do that.
I can't do that. I don't know if I could do 22 hours in the same confined space.
That's really rough. 22 hours in coach. That's not a flight. That's a lease. Okay, you like that one?
No, I was just giving you a courtesy laugh because they've been so bad today.
It's like ChatGPT. Okay, you're so funny.
Right.
All right, I have a really fun thing to tell everybody about how to do. It's a AI. It's about how you can use AI to create a kid's book. Speaking of that 90% slop,
We're up in that percentage.
Okay, there's a fake Wi-Fi airport scam that's going around. What's going on with routers, and of course, we just have the best callers ever here on the Kim Komando Show.
The best summer memories are made outside, and LL Bean has the clothing and gear you need to make these memories. Their effortless styles are created for summer spent outside with family and friends. Like hand-sewn boat shoes, coastal cotton sweaters, rugged polos, and, of course, the iconic Boatin' Tote, which has been made right here in Maine since 1944. LL Bean. Be an outsider. Visit llbean.com to learn more.
How about we start with our phone calls?
Let's do it.
Frankie in Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome aboard, Frankie. You're looking fabulous today. What's going on with you?
Well, at first I overheard a conversation of y'all's, and I'm going to tell you frankly, dear, if you don't get the first 3 Good Witch movies and watch them, I'm demanding your girl card be pulled.
Which movies?
The what? Which ones?
The Good Witch. First 3 Good Witch. After that, it gets too treacly.
Are those Hallmark movies?
Yeah.
You're saying the story falls off on the 4th one?
I wouldn't say necessarily. It's probably more they're having to bring in more characters, and that just wrecks the place. But Catherine Bell was awesome. You never know, is she actually a witch or not? It's just things happen. She knows about it.
Okay, well, I'm going to have to watch it now.
Yeah, you have to. Listen, after that review, you must. At least the first 3.
Well, thank you for that, Frankie. How can I help you?
Well, I turned in a little piece I wrote talking about my interactions with AI, and apparently y'all seem fit to maybe give me a reach out and give me a talking to.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you sent me a note, and we invited you here on the show. So tell us what happened.
Well, like I say in the thing that I've been using AI. I was thinking of abusing it, but according to AI, there's no resource to use up, But anyway, I was sitting there on a long Saturday night chat with him. We review movies and mythology and all that stuff. But he all of a sudden said, "You have heart trouble." And no, I don't, like I said. But anyway, I was asking him why he thought that. He wouldn't reply. But he said, "You really need to call 911. Now, that was as far as the medical advice went.
Wow.
So I told him, well, I'll just go lay down for a while because, I'd been stretched out probably 19, 20 hours, from the morning that I woke up till then. But I went and laid down, turned the light out, and the Michelin Man was sitting on the corner of my bed. And, I mean, it's the thing, the face on Mars thing, the human brain's wired to identify a face.
Right.
It just does that. So I kind of sit up in bed and reach for the chain on the ceiling fan light, turn it on, boof, it's gone. Anyway, I turn the light off, it comes right back. So I get up and go to the bathroom and sit there and pontificate a little bit, and I noticed the towels dripping kind of like a waterfall, except then I got to studying the bottom edge. Well, it never went low. It just stayed there on the rack, but the texture of the paper towel was just like it was dripping.
So you were just having all these hallucinations?
Yeah, and the thing is, I was cognitive enough to know they were hallucinations.
Oh, that's weird.
When you think about it, because I dialed 911, and I told them that I was having a medical problem, and they come out here, 4 of them come out here, 2 guys and 2 girls. We like to stay balanced here. But I had, waiting for the 10 minutes or so that it took them to get here, because I live out in the country, I'd gotten my medications and flashed them all to AI, and what it turned out to be is that they had me on the blood pressure medication for like 10 years. They added something at my request to deal with a little depression that I felt might give me a little more drive and ambition, because I said, here I am, the worst couch potato you ever seen. But
so what was it about your conversation with AI that it knew something was going on?
He He detected it through the heuristics and through my telegraphy fist.
Whoa. Okay.
Can you translate that for Kim? Obviously, I know what it means, but if you could explain it to Kim, that'd be awesome.
In the first days of telegraphy, the operators got to where they could tell, well, gosh, Joe must have been drinking last night because he's a little off, on his clicking, clacking and whatnot.
Oh, so your normal patterns of speech and the way that you would normally interact with the AI was different. And then that's when the AI told you to call 911. And then the EMTs came along and they found an interaction between these two medications?
Well, actually, it was speculation kind of on everybody's part. Even AI said, well, there has been cases reported of interactions between these two things. What was peculiar, though, was the second medication. I had been taking a 150 milligram tablet every day. I had already prearranged with my doctor to, I do my medications through the mail order thing because it's free that way. But I had got her to increase. I said, let's increase the dosage because I really am not feeling anything. And what's the point of taking it if I can't tell I'm taking it? Mm-hmm. But I started taking 2 of the 150s until I'd used that bottle up. It was like 18 of them in there, so that was quite.
What exactly what were you taking? What was the name of it?
The second one was Wellbutrin.
Wellbutrin, okay. Well, so
I can't remember the first one. I could look it up for you.
No, that's okay. That's okay. I was just curious. So that's really something.
Well, listen now. I was taking 2 of the 150s. I didn't have any problems, but they shipped a 300 milligram single. I think I was into the 4th day of taking 1 of them a day. Now, it could be like I say, I've been staying up late, and I don't feel stressed because I live alone. I've got no one to report to. I don't intend to work another day of my life so I can get out of it. I retired. I dropped cyber. I hadn't, I would look up a few things.
But let's go back to this. So if AI comes back to you again and says call 911, are you going to hesitate?
I'm going to want to know what the rationale is for it.
Mm-hmm. That would make sense.
Because AI is wrong. I mean, you can sit there all day and pick out errors from AI. I can't say they're massive. Just hope they ain't designing the new Superdome with it. Well, you remember the first Pentiums, the 9060 Pentium flaws?
No.
The worst hit was the architectural firms.
Well, Frankie, thanks for coming on and telling us your story because, but it's just a word of advice to everybody. I mean, if you're feeling bad, AI is not a doctor. Right?
No, but
it's interesting that it detected that there was
picked up on something, and he was seeing Michelin men and Melton towels, so there was something there. Hope it's not designing the new Superdome. That's hilarious.
He's a character, isn't he?
He's great.
Frankie, you're welcome back on the show anytime. All right. So when all of these acronyms get together, you know that it's bad. Okay. The FBI, the NSA, the CISA.
I'm in trouble.
They said that Russia's FSB is breaking into home and small office routers to watch traffic and cover its footprints.
Oh, shocker.
Yes. So
we needed all those government organizations to know that Russia's spying on us.
You know how much money it cost us to put this report together?
Tens of millions of dollars.
Exactly. They could have just called us.
Right. Yep.
So,
the answer is yep.
Yep. There you go.
KIM said yes.
And here's what it is. Older models. This is the official.
You've said this time and time again.
Hello. Says that they are easy prey. So you want to update your firmware, and if you can't update the router's firmware, you got to get rid of it.
A matter of fact, you said this on the show like 6 weeks ago, and I went out and got a new one.
Did you?
Yep.
That's good. Did you give it like a unique password?
Oh, yeah. There's spaces in it and commas and apostrophes.
Okay, here's my favorite one. You set the Wi-Fi password to, you have to follow this.
You're going to give the password that everyone should use?
Okay, just work with me on this.
Gotcha.
Okay. And it's a series of numbers.
Okay.
2 444 666 66 888 888. So then when someone says, what's the Wi-Fi password? You can say 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. What do you think?
I get it. I'm not using it.
Mary in Knoxville, Tennessee. Welcome aboard, Mary.
This is Mary. You already said that.
Yeah. So we got you, Mary.
Yeah, you got me all right. At any rate, I can't believe I'm talking to you because I've been reading your newsletters for years, literally.
Oh, well, thank you.
And you give so many tips that I use in that device advice section. I love that part. And I download the apps and things that you recommend, and I've never had a problem. So I'm always talking about what I learned from Kim.
Well, thank you, Mary.
Every day.
Thank you, Mary. That's awesome. So what's on your mind today?
Well, I called about I'm thinking strongly of getting a camera for the front of my house because of some dogs that they don't actually live in my neighborhood. A neighbor 2 doors over, her son comes over to help her, and that's been going on for at least a year. I don't know. But he brings his 2 big dogs and just lets them run. And
just like free range, that's it? They just run around?
They just run around, yeah.
Do they bother you?
I live in the county, so there's no city law about you have to have a leash or anything.
Okay.
But it's well populated in the counties here where I live. You know, it's not like rural Iowa where you go 10 miles before you see a house.
So, Mary, do the dogs bother you?
Oh, yeah. Well, what they do is they tear across the yard that's between my house and that lady's house. And they, in the past, have always just come roaring over here and get about a foot and right in front of me and bark their heads off. And their teeth are huge. Their mouth is huge. They're really scary. So I scream to try to get them to leave. Mm-hmm. Because I have cats, but that's a separate deal. At any rate, all of a sudden, I'm out in my front, right in front of my house, potting some plants, and I stood up. I didn't even see them coming. They roared up the driveway, and the biggest one promptly bit me on the hand.
Oh, my gosh.
And I'm not doing anything. I'm quiet. I'm not doing anything except standing up and going to walk away and do something else. And luckily, I had a garden glove on, so he didn't take a whole chunk out of my hand. But 2 weeks later, almost to the hour, I'm sitting down on my steps, staining the railing on the side of the steps, and I don't know why. I look up. There are the dogs above me.
Oh, that's
because
frightening.
I was down a couple steps, doing the same thing. They started barking, and it just.
Now, have you told this guy like he needs to like control his dogs?
Oh yeah, that's the rest of the story. Yeah.
Okay, so obviously that's not going to happen.
One of the dogs jumped off the little walkway onto the ground, came around to the side, and bit my foot.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah, this is crazy.
I have a puncture wound through my well, it's a summer shoe, not leather, but
can you call the cops?
Yeah, it seems like you should be able to call the police over this.
Oh, I did. I should have called them the first time to make a record, police record, but I called them and they just took a report and took pictures of my foot.
So are you calling me because you were trying to figure out maybe some tech to be alerted when they show up?
Yeah, well, and specifically a camera, because really I'm not concerned about security, from strangers coming up to my house. I want to be able to record the dogs every time they come up my driveway.
Yes. Now,
my driveway runs across in front of my house, up a little hill, turns, and then you turn a right corner to go into the garage. And
is there Wi-Fi all the way out there?
I do Wi-Fi calls from outside. Does that count?
Yeah, that'll work. Cover it. That'll work. Because one of the things is like you get a camera that you can set up motion alerts, and so and it would also record. But God, that's so frightening though. You have to put up a camera just to get alerted when 2 crazy dogs are coming near you.
Well, at this point in time, what I'm after is a record of them being on my property.
All right. So here's what we have. We'll send you these links. There's something called a Eufy Solo Cam, and that's EUFY.
Yeah, I found that when I was looking around.
That's a good one. That's a really good pick if you can get Wi-Fi out there. It also works on solar, so we want to, make sure that we have power or anything like that. Reolink is also another good one. It works on LTE, so if there's no Wi-Fi, that's a great option for you. Then there's also some ways that you can not just record, but maybe you might want to augment that, is by doing what's called using ultrasonics. And this is like a little handheld device that when the dogs are coming near you, it does that frequency that makes the dogs run away.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So I would have to carry it around with me. Is that what you said?
Yeah, it's really small. It's not big.
We have a little box in the house that every time the dog barks, it triggers that noise being played to get the dogs to stop barking.
Now, because you mentioned the yard and the garden and all this other stuff, this one's kind of crazy. Okay. It's called the Orbit Yard Enforcer. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So what you do is you put it where the dogs might be coming with a garden hose. And when it detects the movement from the dog, the sprinkler goes off. And then after a couple of times, the dogs don't like that, so they just run away. And it has a motion sensor.
The sprinkler turns itself off, or it turns on?
It turns on when it detects the dog, and the dogs don't like it. And then
it turns on the water.
Yeah, so those are two different options for you. So you got the camera, you got the ultrasonic handhold, and then you got the Orbit Yard Enforcer.
That's right, Mary. It's time to bite back.
Yes, you will not be
those dogs.
You will not be de-terriered.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Please keep reading the newsletter, Mary. They're not all that bad.
Hey, those are 5-star rated. Let me tell you. So last weekend, I gave Barry a blue pen and a piece of paper, and I said, "Draw a monster." He said, "Sure." I mean, that's when you know you've been married a long time.
Sure, I didn't know questions. She needs a monster again.
Okay, so I'm just going to do it. Oh, and I told this story in the newsletter. Somebody said, he just drew a picture of you in the morning.
Oh, so that's mean. A good joke.
That was not. I hated that joke. So then I used something called Gemini's Storybook.
Okay.
And it's this really great tool. You can take a picture that your kid has drawn and have it turn into a whole story.
Do we have it? Do you have the visuals of Barry's monster? Why is his monster a killer ham radio? That's not going to connect to kids at all. Is that his monster, the purple guy?
Yeah, so I gave the monster to Google Gemini, and I told it a story. I said, I want Ziggy, that's who we named it, to tell a story about how he was getting frustrated by using his phone and his tablet, and he couldn't find a charger, and then he realized that he should really go outside and play.
Oh,
with all of his friends. So that's the basis of the story. So if you have a hand-drawn character that maybe one of your kids did, or maybe you did, and you want to turn into a story, is that if you hit commando.com and just search for Ziggy, it'll pop up. You'll see the book and all the steps along the way.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's really, really a lot of fun. Just don't ask for an AI for a monster made of cheese, because that's Frankenstein's
monster. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. You're laughing at your own joke that I just delivered the punchline.
We have more of the show coming up.
What?
I'm not giving up. I am selling the building.
The final season of FX's The Bear.
The restaurant is flooded.
Everything's either going to be okay.
No, stop.
Or not.
We are outgunned and we are outmanned, but we have each other.
FX's The Bear, the final season. All episodes now streaming on Disney+.
Hey, listen, back to the phones we go with David in Wilmington, Delaware. So glad to hear from you today, David. What's going on with you?
Well, thank you, Kim. Thanks for taking my call.
You betcha.
Hey, this fall, I'm going to take my mother, who's 93, going to take her back to Indiana to meet some her last living relatives. And so I want to record her memories when she talks about them. And so I wanted to tap your digital goddess brain and get a suggestion of a good quality digital voice recorder, and then a good auditing software.
Okay. You could use your phone.
Yeah.
What kind of phone do you have?
I have an iPhone 16e.
It's a beautiful mic. It is. And
Yeah.
what you can do is get a little lav.
Mm-hmm.
A plug-in lav mic.
And you can get those on Amazon. They're idiot-proof. And they're only, a good one is going to run you like $30 to $40. It's not even expensive. And they come if you get the lavs, you can get multiple mics.
Right.
So you could be mic'd, she could be mic'd, and everything would be recorded.
And how?
Okay.
What about video?
No, I'm not going to be doing that. It'll just be me and her there. So.
Okay. All right. Because video is kind of a cool thing too to have.
Yeah, I agree.
So now when you go into Indiana, what's the reason for that?
Well, her last remaining family lives there, so just take her to meet them there. This will probably be the last year she'll be physically able to make the trip. I'm going to drive her over there.
Oh, that's nice of you.
So, anyway, I just want to get this all in memory.
Oh, that's smart. Yeah, I would just pick up a couple of lav mics on Amazon, and then as far as audio editing software, Odyssey has been around forever.
But is that what you mean when you're talking about auditing? You want to be able to edit the audio?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's really cool.
Yeah. And also, too, if you're doing a road trip, don't wait until you get there to turn on the mics. Just wear them while you guys are driving. And you can interview her, ask her stories. The whole road trip, you're going to get tons of audio that's going to be great to use at the end.
Yeah, no, that's a great idea. David, thank you so much for your call today. That's a really good point.
I know we're busy and we're doing a show, but I hope you don't mind. I'm just going to take a picture real quick.
Of what?
Of the set here and the 412 pieces of paper that you've decided to just throw behind you off of camera. They're not even off of camera. I can see them in the shot right now.
This is why you should check out our show on YouTube.
And during David's call, I don't know if you heard it, Kim took off her shoe and reached her foot out across the stage because she had dropped a piece of paper and slowly reeled it in with her toes.
I am that talented. All right, picture this. It's a packed flight, and everybody's connecting to the free airline Wi-Fi. They type in their email addresses, their passwords. They go back to whatever they're doing. But the problem is that wasn't the airline's Wi-Fi. A guy in the plane was actually using something called a pineapple. Have you heard about a pineapple?
We can't do anything anymore.
No. The pineapple is a gadget the size of a sandwich, and it's sold online for about $100. Legal to own, happened in Australia. 44-year-old IT guy carried it on so that this way he could hack everybody getting into the public Wi-Fi.
Oh my gosh.
So just always verify the Wi-Fi name. Thank you. And while you're thinking about it, be sure that you sign up for our free 5-star rated newsletter read by 1 million folks every single day at getkim.com. So imagine listening to the Kim Komando show for all 22 hours of that flight.
You know what's disappointing is there's only 1 hour left.
Oh, they could play it on repeat
over
and over and over.
Just over and over and over.
And then they'd be laughing at the same time.
No one laughs.
Everybody laughs. You make fun of me, and people say that my jokes are the funniest thing that they've ever heard.
Oh, those people need to get out.
Okay, so we have coming up, we're going to talk about 401ks.
Okay.
How you can use AI to decipher what it is, because I'm sure you've seen your 401k. You're like, I don't understand this.
No, not at all.
It doesn't really work for me. What's going on with scam victims? Oh, Guy Kawasaki is on board.
Oh, I love talking to Guy.
I love Guy. He's just amazing. I mean, if you don't know who he is, was the chief evangelist for Apple.
That's all.
Canva.
Yeah.
He's a Stanford professor.
He's always a great interview, too.
Yeah, he's really fun. And how you too can speak dolphin.
Am I close?
Not even.
Oh, dang it. I guess I'm going to have to listen to the whole hour.
Dolphin. At least you had a purpose. Porpoise.
Porpoise. You almost got it. You almost nailed it.
That was awful. I've tried to stop using this one emoji, but I can't because when I double click on a Slack message, it appears automatically.
It's your number one used emoji?
It seems like it because everybody sends me something. I'm like, oh yeah, thumbs up.
Oh, you're old.
I know, but it's programmed. It's like da 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 da.
Amelia was writing a text to her mom, but it was from me. I was like, hey, send your mom this text. And I, dictated her what to say. And then she goes, should I end it with punctuation and a thumbs up so she knows it's from an old guy?
Well, I love that. We have 9 new emojis coming. I'm going to tell you what some of them are, and then you can guess to see what it actually means.
All right.
Okay. A cracking face.
A cracking face. I have no idea. Like you're laughing so hard your face is breaking?
No, you're panicked.
Oh.
You have anxiety.
I won't use that one.
The eraser. The eraser.
My mistake. Like I type out Toto and I meant to type out toot and I put the eraser there.
Yeah, something that you want to take back.
Okay.
That's it. A monarch butterfly.
No idea. Unless
Take a guess.
I
Come on.
just saw a butterfly.
Romantic vibes.
Oh, get out of town.
A lighthouse.
Because
I know I saw this. And I thought there have been so many times in my life where I thought, if only I had a lighthouse emoji.
Really? Well, that's great. I'm glad that they've met your needs. Shine a light on something, like clarify.
You know what? That's actually good.
Is it right?
Pretty much. It's like I have an idea.
Ooh.
Okay.
No, an idea is a light bulb. It's not as big as a lighthouse.
It's a bigger idea.
I got a big idea.
How about a pickle?
Well, you're in a pickle. I got a situation that I don't know how to get out of. I'm in a pickle.
It's kind of a big deal.
Stop.
Okay, according to Get Geeked, we're going to go from number 5 to number 1. These are the ones that people get completely wrong.
Sure.
Okay. The crying face. The crying face.
Tears coming straight down?
Just one little tear coming out of...
That means you're sad.
No. I didn't know this either. I
definitely use that one but like I'm not super sad, like I'm not devastated. I'm just like a little sad. Like
no, you're not even in the ballpark.
What is that?
Okay. It's a sleepy face.
No, it's not.
It says in anime and manga, it means that someone's in a deep, peaceful sleep.
What are they drooling? Is that drooling coming out of the mouth?
No, actually I didn't want to say it on the air, but it's a snot bubble.
That's gross.
So now every time you look at that, you'll be like, ew.
He's so sad he's blowing snot bubbles.
The angry face, that's the guy that, has like 2 clouds coming out of his nose.
Right.
It's not if you're mad. It says it's a look of triumph, that the nose steam is a classic Japanese symbol for victory.
That's so weird that both of those, when you look at American culture, we interpret it differently. That to me is someone huffing like they're angry.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought too. Yes. The sassy hair flip is coming in at number 3. That's if you want to drop an attitude.
But that's what that is, right?
No, it means, how can I help you?
No, oh my gosh.
Okay, the shooting star. What do you think that means?
I didn't even know that there was a shooting star emoji, so I'm learning something right now.
I've used that a lot because I figure like with me, I'm a shooting star.
Oh, okay. So you think it's a way to gloat or self-describe.
Not really. I thought it was like magical, but it means that you're dizzy. These are so wrong.
They're so vague.
Okay, then look at now explain that final emoji, what the woman's doing.
It's basically like the top half of a ballet dancer. If she was going to do a spin around move where you put your fingers together above your head and make almost like a halo or a sun over yourself.
Yes. What do you think that means?
I'm dancing. Looks like a dancing lady.
It's supposed to mean that you're okay.
What?
I've been using all of these wrong.
First of all,
I'm sticking with a thumbs up.
The time it would take to find that emoji, I can just type okay.
There is that. Or not even the O, just the K.
Right, exactly. No, you can't do K. That's rude.
Yes.
I found that out the hard way.
Oh, did you get yelled at?
Yo, got yelled at multiple times. I'm like, it's just like, okay, got it. Okay, it's not. No, it's rude. It's so rude to do K.
Is that the Gen Alphas that you have in your house?
Yes, don't do K. And don't do an uppercase K, because then you're really a jerk.
And then don't put a period.
Old guy.
Old guy.
Snot bubble, really?
Yes.
Oh, that's so heartbreaking. I got to stop using that one.
All right, let's talk about Gen Alpha in school. I think this is amazing, is that They're now coming out with new schools because the way that we are educating our youth doesn't really make sense anymore.
Okay.
Because think about this. How many times have you used biology? Well, not in that sense, but I mean, how about chemistry? Chemistry.
Don't mean to brag, but
chemistry.
Chemistry. Obviously, when you're baking, you use chemistry.
No, I mean, talking about where you have the periodic table, where you're like, oh, let me reference.
You're right. 0 times.
Yes, exactly. I'm thinking about, I mean, I learned how to code, which I think it taught me how to think, but not really code.
But you don't use that anymore?
Well, what's funny is I have programmed an agent, and a lot of that is coding.
Okay.
And I also did a triage script. Oh, this is so funny. So I thought, okay, I'm going to code an agent to go through my email and then categorize my email so that it would be like, this is urgent, these are scams, these are things that you need to reply to. Here's things that you missed the day before that you should have replied to. Because I had like 3,400 unread messages, which is just stupid and ridiculous. And I figured
you'll never get caught up.
No, and I figured if they really wanted me, they'd call me or text me.
Sure.
And so I had it. So I was so excited about it because it took me like 6 hours to really fine tune this. And Barry comes and he's like, what do you do? And I explained it all to him. He's like, can you do my email? I'm like, yeah, sure, someday. So it's running for 3 days. It's perfect. I get a note from my editor at the Daily Mail. Hi, Stacy, if you're listening or watching. And she's like, I don't really understand this sentence. Can you elaborate on it? Okay. So AI read that and then wrote my reply.
Oh, wow.
And sounded just like me elaborating on it.
But did you know that it responded? Are you going to be a month from now?
No. Here's what it does. I have it so that it goes through all the drafts. I mean, it just puts all the replies in drafts.
Oh, and then you just double check and send. Send.
Gotcha. Okay, but I had a day with a little bit of a glitch.
What happened?
It sent all the notes without me looking at it.
What? It sent everything?
Yes, it sent like 15 emails.
So you didn't program it that great?
And a couple of them were really bad. Like one guy's negotiating because he wants more money. It's like, oh, that'd be great. We're totally.
Oh, no.
Then I had to write a note like, that was not me. That was Claude.
There's no takey backies. You got to pay the guy.
Anyway, let's go back to the school.
Sure.
Okay, squirrel. So the whole idea is that kids will only do academics. Think about with your kids, 2 hours a day.
That's not enough.
Okay. So the academics would be math and English and science, the history, the core curriculum. The remainder of the day is what's called life skills. So they might learn how the stock market works, how to deal with EFTs, how to do a budget, how to cook, how to garden, what it takes to raise a chick, whatever it may be in your particular environment, what you want those kids to learn.
Right.
And they're calling it the Alpha School. And the teachers are no longer called teachers, they're called guides. And they're because AI is taking over the world.
Do you think, though, if you're taking the four basic subjects over 2 hours, that's just 30 minutes apiece. I've talked to this generation. They're not the brightest. Do you think that's enough for them to learn something like algebra?
Wait, no, don't bypass that.
Sure.
Why do you say they're not the brightest?
Because their communication skills are so low because of technology that when you talk to them, they seem like they're unintelligent. And when you're trying to explain something to them, I had a group of kids and I was giving simple instructions and literally the light bulb went off in one of the 7.
Because is it the lack of attention?
That plus comprehension, plus basic knowledge of things. Like I took for granted that they would know what 2 or 3 things were I was giving in the instructions, and they didn't.
Like
and
what?
Then
Give me an example.
We were doing a project, take this, go over there and get the grafting calculator, whatever it was. No one knew what it was.
Oh.
And it took more than 10 minutes this was a fun project.
Now, they say that students here are getting the top 1% on national tests. The school claims that the kids learn faster.
Are these gifted kids, though?
They don't say so, but they also each kid gets a personal tutor.
Okay.
So,
and I don't mind disrupting the education system at all.
I think if I had a kid in school, I would send that kid directly there.
And if you can get results when it comes to the basics that they need to know, especially math, I think math is the most important thing and reading and writing that come out of school, in just 30 minutes a day, then I'm all for it.
And meanwhile, my alma mater, Arizona State University.
Sure.
Which I'm in their Hall of Fame. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah, you mentioned it about every other week.
Not every other week. It's probably like every 10 days.
Fair enough.
It's math.
Yeah, I only had 30 minutes of math a day.
They have a new curriculum where you can get a degree in a Bachelor of Arts. You're going to take classes on how to be a content creator.
No.
How to become an influencer.
We need to get rid of influencers, not push them.
Learn how to build an audience, how to market yourself, how to measure what works. And then the final class is launching a social media channel and hitting real growth metrics.
Ooh.
So you're going to spend $40,000 a year for out-of-state tuition
to make $400 a month, if that.
Oh my gosh. ASU is not alone. Syracuse, UTSA, University of Florida, they all offer influencer creator economies and social media focused programs.
But I thought this week, didn't we, or maybe it was in the last 2 weeks, we had the death of the influencer, where they're looking at the Kardashians and they no longer carry the influence that they once had.
I think people are getting burned out on them.
Sure, absolutely. Especially if you are, I don't do a ton of social media, but I enjoy TikTok. And if I'm going to take 10 minutes out of my entire week to sit there and doom scroll, I don't want 60% of it to be commercials for products people are trying to hawk.
They're pushing.
Because everyone's trying to be an influencer.
No. Speaking of social media, guess what's coming back? MySpace.
No.
Yes, they say it launched back in 2003 under, remember Tom, your friend? Everybody had their friend Tom Anderson. I looked at these numbers. I didn't realize, I guess I had forgotten. In 2008, it had 115 million monthly visitors. It was the most visited site in the United States, even beat out Google and Yahoo Mail. And so the brothers, Chris and Tim Vanderhook, they bought it, and they confirmed that they're planning to relaunch MySpace.
Is this another relaunch? Because MySpace did come back a couple of years ago.
Oh, so it's like a music thing.
Correct. It was for bands to show off their, unpublished bands. Is this a new relaunch, or are we pushing more of the music narrative with MySpace?
I think they're getting away from the music narrative.
Okay.
But we did some work, and we found your old MySpace page. Here, take a look.
Okay. Who's my top 8? I've changed since then.
Okay, you have to describe for all of our radio listeners what exactly your MySpace page looks like.
Poorly AI'd picture of me with long brown hair that's blowing in the wind at a gym.
And a cinched waist.
Definitely no 16-pack.
Yeah, definitely no dad bod there.
The only 16-pack I've ever had was Diet Mountain Dew. Not even close to that.
We had some fun putting that together.
Well, did I have my top 8 friends? Were you on it? Did you make the cut?
No.
Oh.
It was very sad.
I'm sorry, Kim.
Yeah. Here's something I thought I'd never say.
Okay.
We can now speak to dolphins. Okay. Google built an AI called Dolphin Gemma. It listens, it finds the patterns and guesses what the dolphin noise really means. Now, this is what's interesting to me about this. Not just the dolphins, but all of this runs on a Pixel phone under the water.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I really think that's something. They took 40 years of dolphin sounds. They swam alongside pods. They played AI-made sounds. They watched the dolphins' reactions. The dolphins started talking to them, requesting a toy, a scarf, or seagrass by copying a specific sound. So they were like listening to dolphin speak and then giving it back to them. One dolphin named Zeus learned to mimic 4 human vowel sounds.
Speaking English?
Yes.
The dolphins were speaking English?
Yes.
Well, first of all, don't you think with AI, and this may be a crazy question, we should be able to understand every animal. We should be at a point, especially ones like a dog or a cat.
The cat hates you.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Okay. That's body language that you're reading, though.
Yes, that's
and
true.
Bite marks. This should be commonplace with all animals.
Well, they have determined whale sounds.
Okay.
And so with a really big study, I wrote about that in our AI newsletter, which was pretty phenomenal. But the fact that now you can have a phone under the water deciphering dolphin sounds.
It's really cool.
It is. I think that's really something.
And 10 years from now, imagine where we're going to be.
Maybe I'll be able to figure you out.
Nah, not possible.
or my husband. And, when he says stuff, I'll just say, here's what you really mean, honey.
But to understand your husband, you have to do one key thing.
What is that?
Listen.
Oh, you know what? I'm so bad at that.
That's something you haven't done in decades.
Well, okay, but here's the reason why. Okay. Is that he likes to tell stories. And I don't have time.
What was the one joke we always used to do where you'd ask Barry what time it was and he'd tell you about the history of Big Ben?
Yes.
And it's just like, no, I need to know. Is it 12:30 or not?
The heck? Come on, what's going on here? Some people ask me, is the show the same thing as the newsletter? Absolutely not. Every single day, I want you to sign up for The Current. It's my free newsletter, and you can do this at getkim.com. There's deep dives, there's advice, there's what the tech, really amazing. 5-star rated at getkim.com. That's getkim.com.
In the first hour, we were talking about something cool we've done with AI.
Yes.
And we set a budget on remodeling the upstairs of the house because that's all original stuff and it just needs to be done. And Lisa wants everything done, but the budget would really only cover the bathroom.
Okay.
And then she had this great idea. What if you did it all yourself? And then I had a response of, I've never done anything like this. So I turned to AI and I'm using ChatGPT.
Okay.
I started with design, took a picture of the bathroom, went out there, we found tiles. We spent the whole day looking at tile and flooring and all these options, put all those in there and said, design, give us a design that looks great. And she loves the design.
In the budget?
Yes. Well, it's in the budget because I'm doing all the work myself.
Oh, nice.
That's where we're saving all the money. And so when it comes to doing all the projects, I said, okay, let's just start with the tub. What do I got to do to change this tub out for this tub? And it gave me step by step how long it's expected to take, what tools I'm going to need, the shopping I'm going to need to do. And it has everything organized. And it's actually given me confidence that I can pull this off. I'm not going to be able to, but it's given me the confidence.
How many tub remodels have you done before?
Zero.
Okay, AI hallucinates that maybe you can do this.
But here's the thing. It also linked me to videos, and I've watched multiple videos over and over and over again. And one of the best things about the videos is they go, if this screws up, here's how you can fix it. So
it's going to screw up. You're going to screw up.
I'm starting in 2 Fridays. I think by mid-December, I might be done.
All right, kids, we can take a bath now. Let's see. Raphael in Fort Myers, Florida. Hi there, Raphael.
Yes, good afternoon. Again, my name is Raphael. So I am starting a wholesale Haitian food. I would like to use ChatGPT to grow that business. So I'm looking for a knowledgeable people to help me out.
Okay.
What was the business type again?
It is wholesale Haitian food.
Okay. Wholesale Haitian food.
All right.
Okay. So then you would obviously supply this to restaurants?
I mean, I have to start like online, like use Facebook, and then.
Oh, for sure. You're going to be using social media, but let's start from the beginning. Because, this is really interesting that you call Raphael, because there was some stat that I read about this past week that because of AI, because people are getting displaced, that the number of people that are starting their businesses right now has just exploded.
I can see that.
And if you are in the same position as Raphael and you're saying like, I want to start the business, let's just say whatever business it is, your step number one is to go to your favorite AI chatbot and say, act as a consultant in whatever it is. I mean, here we're talking about food distribution.
Mm-hmm.
And so you want to launch your business and you want to sell to whoever it is. And you start describing the business that you have. And then you say, I want a business plan. But don't make it 25 pages because nobody's going to read that. Just give me a lean 1 or 2 page business plan on how much it's going to cost to start this business, what kind of licenses that I need, and tell me what I should be doing my first 30 days, 60 days, and 90 days. Okay, so this gives you a starting plan. Now, since you mentioned Facebook, then we get into marketing, okay, because we also have to sell this. So you want to say, now you're going to be my marketing director. Help me with a pitch that I can explain to restaurants, whoever you're trying to sell your food to, on why they should buy from me. And then you're going to need product descriptions and customer service. And then once you go through all that, that's when this is your secret weapon, okay? Because you're going to get everything that you need to start this business. Then you put everything in there and you say, how am I going to lose money the first 6 months? And that's when it will come back and say, well, maybe you didn't, you're charging too less for this. You're not accounting for X, Y, or Z. But, before you mention Facebook or YouTube or anything, I don't want you to waste money in Facebook ads because so many people are doing that right now because you don't know how to really do it.
For the business plan, is it one you suggest, ChatGPT, Claude, or the trick you like to do where you put it in one? I
put it in one and I put it in the other. Yeah.
Okay.
But I've been really focused on Claude right now.
Okay.
I think Claude's got it going on. And it seems like every other day there's something new with Claude. And speaking of businesses, if you go to claude.ai/design, have you seen this yet? Okay. Wow. I mean, if you need a pitch deck, if you need a logo, a brochure, whatever it may be, if you go to claude.ai/design, it really does an amazing job.
But is that going to backfire in the marketplace if you present a pitch deck and everyone sitting there knows that you used AI to create it? Or is it just a given everyone's going to use AI to create it?
I was in a meeting this morning with a gentleman in New York and another guy in Dubai. And they're pitching me an idea that they want me to do. I did not expect to see a pitch deck from them. And I looked through the pitch. The guy in London was presenting it. And it was obviously an AI-generated pitch deck. Okay. He was the most flattering picture of me ever. Just say.
Sold.
I'm kidding. I was making a joke. But it was obvious that the deck was AI generated, but I didn't care because he was going through every single point in the deck. I think we were on slide 3 or 4. And obviously, this is the first time this guy's ever interacted with me. But I actually looked at him and said, it is 7:15 in the morning. I need to go places. So how many more pages do you have here?
How many more did he have?
Like 13 more pages. And I'm like, dude, that is not going to be here. I said, you've got like another 5 or 6 minutes.
Synopsis time.
But no, so I think it's pretty much, and it's anticipated.
So it didn't rub you the wrong way.
Does it rub you the wrong way?
I don't know. For some reason it does. When someone presents something to me and I can tell that it's AI, I'm just like, well, you didn't do any of the work. You just had some computer do it for you. And I'd rather just sit down and have a face-to-face conversation to see what you know rather than just you read what's up on a board.
Well, he was elaborating on all the points, but what's the difference between the old days when we'd have a PowerPoint presentation? People would actually read the PowerPoint. That was so annoying to me.
15 hours of manpower, I guess, is the only difference instead of 2 minutes in a ChatGPT.
Hey, Raphael, be sure that you get our AI newsletter because it's really geared towards business owners and folks like that. Like there's the AI Power Move and the AI Edge. And we also have the Tool of the Week in there. And the WTF, what the future?
Oh,
not which, because you looked at me like, oh, what is she saying? What the future?
I know what that means.
So you want to sign up over at splashofai.com. That's splashofai.com. When's the last time you looked at your 401k?
Never.
I know that's the problem with a lot of people. And if you don't look at it, then you don't really know how it's going.
Sure.
And then suddenly you're like, wonder how much money we have in our 401k.
But if you don't look at it, then you won't know if it's going bad.
You know what? You're so smart. But you really want to pay attention to the fees. One Labor Department example, $25,000 earning 7% for 35 years grew to $227,000 with 0.5% annual fees. But only $163,000 with 1.5% fees. So that's why the fees are going to kill you on all
this. That's a huge difference.
So what you want to do is get your 401k statement and then using your favorite chatbot, say you're a 401k research pro, use only what I paste, no guessing, no trade advice, flag or cheaper similar funds or repeats in my plan and tell me what the fees are. And there's more to it, but we have the full prompt over at commando.com. So it goes from like, trust me, it's okay, to actually show me.
Okay.
It's okay. Do you remember a few weeks ago we had a chance to speak with Guy Kawasaki?
Oh, it was so much fun.
Yeah, we're talking about how AI is being used, what is going on in the future. Well, here, we're just going to share just a snippet of that conversation with everyone right now. Some people have one remarkable career. Now, my next guest collected, well, let's just say more than a few. For starters, he was the chief evangelist at Apple. Now he's the chief evangelist at Canva. You know, that design tool we all use that turned us regular humans into these amazing graphic designers overnight. He's written a few books. 19 to be exact. He also hosts the Remarkable People podcast, teaches at UC Santa Cruz, and somewhere in the middle of all this, he found time to be a brand ambassador for Mercedes-Benz. Oh, Stanford, UCLA, an honorary doctorate. This man's resume needs its own zip code. And Canva's going all in on AI, which means we've got a front row seat on how design is changing all of this. And let me tell you, I love Canva because I can't design anything. So let's get right into it. Guy Kawasaki, welcome back. Always a treat to have you here with us.
That's quite an introduction to live up to.
It is. It's too bad that, you haven't done anything with your life, really. I mean...
Yeah. I haven't been busy, so yeah. I'm trying to peak.
Yeah, it was funny. I was talking to a guy not too long ago, and he actually said he peaked in college. I was like, really? That's so sad. Anyway, let's talk about AI because Canva's packing AI into everything right now.
Right.
What can a regular person make today in just a few minutes that used to take a pro designer and a real budget? I mean, what is that one thing?
I mean, how long we got? I mean,
right.
It is no one thing. It's resumes, it's infographics, it's Instagram, it's Etsy, store backgrounds, it's. You can make it, go up there and say, I want a person standing by the side of the river with a roast duck flying into his mouth. You can kind of make it do anything at this point.
It's truly amazing. But getting back to Canva, I love Canva because I am not an artist. My brain
You are now, Kim.
Which is really something because I started this AI newsletter and I went to Canva and I said, I need a logo. And it just created this beautiful logo that really would have taken me to have like the brand meeting, the colors, the trust, the factor, and they go through all these different iterations and I'm like, boom, bam, it's done. Now, when we're talking about, though, design, is there still something that AI can't touch where you need like a human with an actual background or an idea?
I will tell you one example that you truly will appreciate because I have tried it over and over and it cannot do it. As you're a podcast host, I'm a podcast host. And if you went to any LLM and said, give me a list of questions that no one has ever asked Guy, or give me a list of questions that no one has ever asked Kim, and give me the most penetrating, difficult questions you can. I have never been happy with the results Claude, Gemini, or ChatGPT have given. That is something that I think I can still do better than AI. Because you are a great communicator, right? I mean, and I think that's probably comes with, your success in life with the design and everything like that. But I have found that to be the case too, that it doesn't quite get, is it empathy, do you think? I think that it just doesn't see weird angles like a human does. And it may be that AI has been listening to NPR too much. So every question is, so what did you think when the rocket took off, Neil? Or what has surprised you most in your career? Or do you get more satisfaction out of being an astrophysicist or a podcast? I mean, it's, like the NPR bank of questions.
Well, now, switching gears, you were there with the early days with Apple. And, of course, 2007, the iPhone hit. Are you surprised at how fast Americans have gravitated towards using AI?
Well, that is almost a trick question, Kim, because you could make the case that, quote, AI started about 50 years ago. So you could say, well, it's taken, 60 years to get to here. Or you can start the clock when ChatGPT launched. And if you look at that last part, it's like straight up like a rocket, right? But it was mumbling and bumbling along for 50 or 60 years. Now, don't get me wrong, from the time that ChatGPT came out till today, and what it has done is astounding to me.
It is.
It is truly, every day I say to myself, how did you ever do this before ChatGPT? Every day I say that to myself.
So where do you think this is going to be, say, 5 years from now?
Well, Kim, as people listen to this, you and I are big fans, but I'm telling you, there's a lot of people listening right now who are freaking out. They're saying, I'm a designer. Kim just said Canva's taking my place.
Right, that's true.
And I would say that, if you really want to be remarkable and stay on top of your game, you have to use all the tools and weapons at your disposal. So, if you go back a few decades and you said you have two intelligent people, you give one a calculator and you give one an abacus, which one is going to win? You have two intelligent people, you give one a personal computer and you give another one, I don't know, nothing. And the person with the best tools is usually going to win. So, you just have to use all the tools. You're not going to stuff AI back in a bottle at this point.
No, but this is progress. If you don't innovate, you evaporate. You have to move with the times, and the times are moving so very quickly right now that you just can't be sitting on the sidelines, which is obviously something that you've never done your entire life.
Well, I think to really use AI, the most important quality you have to have is intellectual curiosity.
Guy, thank you for being here. You and I can talk for hours and hours. It's always such a pleasure to have you on board and to have your input because you are truly remarkable. All right, folks, that's Guy Kawasaki. He's the chief evangelist of Canva. Also he's a great podcast. If you've never listened to it, check it out. It's called Remarkable People. The author of 19, we're going to count them all up, books. And he just makes you feel like stuff is doable, which is the whole trick. So here's your takeaway, folks. You don't need 10 minutes and a lot of nerve. All the AI tools are sitting right there. Go do something. Go make something. Maybe ask, how can I be doing better with this? His title is Chief Evangelist. And after just a few minutes with him, let me tell you, I always walk away a total believer. He's got a design for living. Oh, yeah, I know. I earned that one. I did. Now, in case you want to see the video of our interview, head over to youtube.com/KimCommando. That's youtube.com/KimCommando, where, let me tell you, it's a happening place.
Well, while you're there and you're watching it, go ahead and subscribe. Also, like and comment. Help the algorithm. Help out the channel.
No. We can't tell them how the algorithm works.
Why?
Because then other people know how the algorithm works.
We just worry about our algorithm, okay?
Just click all the buttons that are there. That's all we need.
Button mash.
Doesn't matter. All right, new warning out from the FBI this past week is that if you've been scammed, that now you have to watch out for the scammers again because they're impersonating the FBI office, reaching out to you, offering to help you.
And they already know. Gullible is such a harsh word to use. Is there another one? Susceptible? Does that sound kinder? They already know you're susceptible to something like this, and so they know they can come after you again.
Can you say that again?
Susceptible?
I
just went with gullible.
I think
it's easier to say.
Gullible would have been a lot better. But they're also using fake IDs.
Okay.
And so they really are doing. So if you've been scammed, just be on the lookout for that stuff. And yeah, you are more likely going to become a victim again. Make sure that you sign up for our free newsletter called The Current over at getkim.com. It's 5-star rated, just a few minutes a day, and you'll be tech smarter than the whole world at getkim.com. Okay, let me just ask you a question. Where else are you going to get all this know-how for free? Yeah, I know. That's why you need to tell at least one friend about the Kim Komando Show and the Kim Komando Podcast. And if you haven't already, make sure that you do sign up for our free newsletters. Over 1 million folks get it. You've heard me say it's 5-star rated. Just sign up. You're going to love it at getkim.com. I'm Kim Komando, of course, and thanks for being here.
Your team just added its 67th AI tool, and also your 67th security blind spot. The good news? The Vanta agent works like a GRC engineer in the background, finding every app your team uses, scoring the risk, and drafting fixes for you. Vanta is the platform used by over 16,000 fast-moving companies like Ramp, Cursor, and Harvey, who are shaping the future with AI and staying ahead of AI risk. Get started at Vanta.com.